Alright, how we doing, folks? Your boy Marcos over here. This is the moment y'all been waiting for over here. First video pulling up Advanced Warfare, got the Day 0 edition. Of course, I managed to get some time over here to play a little bit yesterday, so gonna show you guys what we doing over here. This ain't no Tight Tuesday gameplay for y'all old school vets of the channel. This is actually my first game. I always like to put off my first game. So if you go and look down my channel, you know, for Ghosts and for Black Ops 2, and I don't think I had my first game of Black Ops 2 actually, because I think I started a little bit after that. So Ghosts, but it's kind of a little tradition I like to keep up. I like to put up the first game that I've been doing. If you know, been noticing, I've been putting up too much more on the channel, man. I just don't have that much time. I think starting the new year, I'm gonna try to do maybe a little bit more long form kind of programming. You know, a little bit more kind of like I'm doing with the Masterpiece Mondays, just maybe with 2 games or something like that. I'm still deciding exactly how I'm gonna do it. I also have the next Throwback Thursday already all done. So I want to chop that up and put it up over here. So I'm kind of taking a big hiatus until the new year. I'm going to finish up the Bioshock videos. Those I've been working on. They're almost done. And then after that, we'll see where we're going. But I'm going to make a little video, you know, state of address, state of union kind of thing. But I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of tidbit, because it's been a minute since I actually put up a video where I actually talk to you guys, you know. Anyway, Advanced Warfare is what it do, is what it is. First game over here, first game kill confirmed. I actually played one game before this, but I got put in halfway through the game, so I don't want to count that. I don't want to put that in there. I was like, I don't really want to show like a little bit of the game, and I do decent in this game. I go positive. It's really, you know, before this I played a little bit of the campaign. I played maybe like 4 or 5 missions of the campaign, then I hopped over here onto the multiplayer. I'm riding solo, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm riding solo over here, because I think the next video tomorrow is I'm actually riding with Sean. The Wasteland Wednesday. We got a good Wasteland Wednesday. Make sure you check in the mall. So I'll tell you what, man, it took me a little bit to get used to it, but after a while I kind of got the gist of how this whole movement thing works. I'm not good at the side thing yet. I'm not really too good at that. But for the most part, you know, when you're jumping from one point to the other, you hit A to jump, and then you could kind of guide yourself, boost yourself, and with the stick, the left stick. You kind of guide yourself as to where you go over here. And I'm trying to pull an old school Call of Duty move on this guy. The drop shot still works, still effective. Haven't been able to give anybody with the ground pound yet, though. Haven't been able to do that. The knifing in this game, I mean, there is a knife like that you could have like a secondary kind of weapon if you don't pick a secondary weapon. I haven't really used that too much. Your kind of your melee move, Super Smash Brothers melee. The melee move that you get in this game is kind of like a punch type thing. And it works effective, except for wait till you see tomorrow's video when there is one situation where it doesn't work effective, which I laughed at, honestly. I kind of laughed at. I was like, there's some things in Call of Duty that just don't change. This is still a Call of Duty game. Don't be scared by the changes or by everything that's different in it. It's still very, 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 very much a Call of Duty game. It's got a lot of Black Ops 2 to it. You're able to evade a lot with this boost dodging and jumping. I'll give you a tip. You know, when I first started playing, I was kind of jumping all over the place. This map, I kind of kept it modestly grounded, because I was still like, but after a while, I just started jumping everywhere, moving everywhere. I wanted to feel it. I'm like, oh man, I can do anything I want to. And yeah, all you do is get yourself in trouble, because you're over here flying on the map. So, if you look at the mini-map over here, you know, we got UAVs back. That's cool. You show up as a red dot if you don't got, like, the perk that impedes that, the ghost equivalent or whatnot. What you also have, there's a perk that allows for your X1 movements to not show up on the map as well. I think I got both on, honestly, just because I haven't found any other perks to use yet. But if not, you know, you'll see this little third circle thing every time you use the boost movement. So be cautious. You know, I wouldn't recommend just boosting all over the place for no reason. Think about what you're doing. You'll catch yourself, you know, it's good to have that fluidity in the game. It's something that we just haven't had a lot of in Call of Duty before. So it's nifty, you know, you get to just do boost dodge everywhere and whatnot. But remember, you're going to be on the map. People are going to be seeing you. Be cautious. I don't even know what the EXO thing I'm using is here. It might be the extra, I don't know what that is. Maybe the extra speed or something, make it fast. I don't know. Right now I'm using the cloak one. It's alright. It's kind of like the cloaking type phone, you know. It's a cloak. They still see you. It might make it a little more difficult for them, but it don't matter. This is Riot. This is the prison map. I've been on here a handful of times. For the most part, what I've been noticing in maps is, you know, there's a ton of different ways to get over here. Obviously, there's elevation. There's a lot of glass kind of like this over here where you could break down inside. I've only really played Kill Confirm. I haven't touched any of the game modes yet. I'm very excited though to play Team Deathmatch, see how that's going, see how my baby's doing, and also see how Hardpoint is. Those are kind of the other two modes I want to check out of here. And eventually I look over here. We're actually only playing, it's like a 3-on-3. A couple people dropped out of here, so I was kind of disappointed. I was like, man, it's my first game though, but I wanted to show you guys so you guys can see where we started from. Then in a couple months from now, when I post another Wasteland Wednesday where I drop 300 kills, you could be like, all right, we started from the bottom, now we here though. And hopefully we get there. Even though just one of those videos is already a good step in the right direction. Overall, though, you know, the first couple games, you know, I was going even. I was breaking even, or maybe a little bit better than even, but nothing too crazy over here. Trying to figure out, you know, exactly what is going on. Big part of it is trying to figure out the maps, and you know, if you want to add even more difficult to the map. So, you know, when you get a Call of Duty game, you always want to figure out the map. You know, what's my big map, what's my small map, what gun am I going to use on which map. And now, you know, where they're spawning from. And now you got to look at, all right, where the hell could they boost in from everywhere? It's very difficult to, you know, there was a big progression of Call of Duty where we used to have rooms that had a door in it, or 2 doors. And then people would just camp out there and guard that door. And then, you know, with Black Ops 2 and stuff like that, we started adding 3 or 4 doors like every room. So there's different ways of getting in there. And now in this game, YOLO. Like, there's 1,000 ways to get through anything. Like, good luck trying to hold anything down. There's just people coming from all over the place. So you want to keep it moving, but you want to keep moving smart. One of the things I do like about this boost ability, though, in terms of getting the tags, is that it allows me to just boost right into a tag and pick them up pretty quickly. Or boost into a building and away from somebody. Pretty good over there. Be cautious. A lot of times when I get killed because I'm over here trying to shoot people while I'm jumping around. Don't try to be a hero. Don't try to be cool. Don't try to make your own, like, montage / like trailer today. That's not how that works. You know, it takes time. You know, it takes time to develop and become good at the game. So although, you know, you want to jump around and get a feel for it, you don't be jumping around like a lunatic and then just getting clapped. Like, that ain't exactly the best way to start your Call of Duty career. Take it slow, you know. But it's difficult for me to even give you that type of advice because the first thing I did was jump around like crazy all over the place. Just then I started getting clapped and I was like, hold on, let me slow this down. It is still a Call of Duty game, very much a Call of Duty game. The physics are still very much Call of Duty with just the jumping around, the moving around, and whatnot. Kill streaks, so far, not been too impressed by them. There's map-based kill streaks. Those have been cool. Then there's your regular kill streaks and the stuff you get add on to them. It's cool. I need more time with it. I'll tell you one thing though. I got hit with this system hack kill streak. Oh my god! Imagine it's like hacker. Or it's not like hacker. It's a counter spy plane times like 1,000. Like it impedes you, it distorts you, it messes your whole HUD. It is no bueno. I'm just using the first assault rifle still, honestly. I tried some of the other assault rifles, the AK in particular, and I just didn't. I got my ass kicked. Part of it was probably that I was on new maps that I didn't know of. Part of it was probably that I was in tough lobbies, and part of it was just because I wasn't good with the gun. So I'm kind of using the first gun. I got a supply drop that gave me a variation on the first gun that I kind of like. You know, it took away some of the mobility, but it added accuracy and other stuff. I'm pretty cool making that trade over there. And supply drops something pretty interesting. You know, I'm very curious when the further along the game gets along, am I going to get like something that is going to change my loadout? You know, am I going to be using a gun and all of a sudden it's going to give me one like the same gun but with like 3 better stats? That would be pretty cool. You can imagine if you're using like the famous back in the Black Ops 1 days and you're killing it with the famous, and then they're like, yo, let me give you a famous that has 2 more damage though. Woo! I'll be on fire up in here, on fire. The time to kill is definitely longer than in Ghost. But I still think it's a little bit shorter than Black Ops 2, but it's fair. It's fair. This game feels fair, which is already a big step in the right direction for me. It feels fair. And with the evasion techniques that you could do with the boosting all over the place, you could really get yourself out of tricky situations. So overall, you know, it's only been a day with the game. I'm cautiously optimistic about it. I want to see where the online community develops. I want to see where this takes off, especially next week when Halo drops. You know, when the Master Chief Collection drops. What happens when, like, you get 4 Halo games to play? Is everybody going to disappear over here? Playing on the Xbox One, obviously, I didn't get it for the PS4. It runs a little bit better, I guess. I heard it actually runs better on the Xbox One, like a performance report, but you know, you get the 1080p or whatnot on the PS4. I don't care. I play it on the Xbox. I like the controller better. So the controller is just so much more comfortable and more malleable for me, especially for longer gaming sessions. That's just me. You do you. Whatever. It's good for anything. I do have the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare theme though for my PS4. Shout outs to PlayStation for getting themes up. I like that. I appreciate that. That's good looks right there. I just ain't buying the game for your system though. Let me know your impression with the game, man. If you guys are on, always make sure you send me an invite. One I know I've been playing with Sean. Anybody who's on, man, just shoot me an invite. We'll do this down and dirty. If I can figure out how to accept your game invite, because I ain't too used to that, man, on the damn Xbox One yet. It took me a hot minute to figure it out. Oh, well, it kind of hit him. That's it. That's my first game right there. Where'd it go? Like 19 and 8. I can't see. It's so small over here. 18 and 8. Pretty good game. Deuces.